Hey everyone, how you doing today? Audio Jack here. Gonna make a short little video here on the Fender Mustang floor pedal and a common issue I've seen. I know most of my videos are fixing and repairing amps and stuff like that, but I thought I'd make a quick little video here because that's about the third one I've done of these. Someone either drops them or this is a good customer of mine. He actually bought this one, and when it was shipped to him, it didn't work, and he went through a little dispute with the buyer or the seller, and long story short, they said it worked. Back and forth, he just decided to drop it off to me. And a lot of times people just sell these, as is or broken, but it's a quick little fix and a little bit of uh, adjustment you can make to keep it from happening again. So I'll make this video short and sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around and show you what we got. Okay, so the common problem I see with these pedals is people bring them in and you notice you have no stomp switches on the bottom, but you also lose your mode switch and the bank down for your presets. Actually, let me get this light out of the way here, which makes you think it's a little more complicated than it is because you're losing a couple of the top switches and then all of your bottom stomp switches. But I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. I've already pulled the screws out, and I'll show you a real quick fix for it and how to keep it from happening again. Alright, so I went ahead and took the back cover off of this. It's pretty simple, just pull the screws out all around the edges and then the ones on the sides, and then I pulled the screws out of the bottom stomp switch board, the PCB, and you're going to flip it over and find your problem fairly quickly. It is this little, I believe it's a 10-pin connector, pops off the board. You drop this pedal one time or bang it around too much, they pop off and you lose your bottom row and some of your top stomp switches. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to unplug the other side of this cable, trying to do this with one hand, off the board. There we go, like so. And then also be careful, keep the pedal flat when you take it apart, because there are some little springs in here that'll pop out. And what a simple thing that I do here, if I can get the lighting right so you can see, is we are going to reattach the 10 pin. Make sure that it's actually set in there right, not off to the side. We're going to reattach it, and we're going to do what most companies that build audio equipment these days do, and we are going to use my trusty hot glue gun. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the edges of this connector down, and then once we put it back together, we're going to glue the other side, and it's going to keep it from happening again. So I'm going to go ahead and hot glue it. I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll put it back together and try it. Okay, it's not pretty, but it works. Hot glue is going to keep the connector together, so we don't run into the same problem. And now, sorry, my camera doesn't want to focus. What we're going to do is we're going to feed that cable back through the slot here, and then when we put this board back down, the LEDs, make sure that they're lined up in the holes before you push too hard and screw it down. Simple little check, you'll see they go back into the holes. But let's just get the cable routed through, make sure the LEDs are set from the back side. You'll be able to see them poke through, and I'm going to re-screw this board back down. Okay, so I got the board put back on, and I went ahead and on the other side of the connections, if you can see here, I went ahead and hot glued those down too, fed it through. Now all we got to do, tip it back over. Let's power it on. Get this light out of the way here, and you will see your board come back to life. It's as simple as that. Had a lot of these that I've done, actually, believe it or not. I don't just work on amps, and of course I don't charge much because it only takes a few minutes, but I thought maybe I'd help someone out if you have your board. And don't worry about the hot glue. It's not on any conductive surfaces, and it will keep your board from going down if you're playing a gig or jamming with your friends. So only thing left to do now is put the back cover back on, and you should be good to go and shouldn't have any more problems. Again, this is Jack, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I got a high watt tube amp, an AC30, a hot rod DeVille, and a Fender Twin that we're going to be doing some repairs and maintenance on. So if you're into audio repairs, keep an eye on my channel, and there'll be some new videos coming up soon. Thank you.